Hey guys, welcome to the Prelims Focus News discussion of 15th of September. So let's see the very first news, guys. First news is about the Global Human Capital Index, and it is released by World Economic Forum, which is a Geneva-based organization. So let's see about it. In the article, it was given that the rank of India, which India secured, is 103 out of 130 rank, which is very poor. So this is this much is what you should learn for your prelims perspective. Now rest all things are just the just the analyzation of this news, which through which you can extract further points for your mains or essay whatsoever you're writing the answer, right? So the it ranks 130 countries on how well they develop their human capital on the scale from 0 being the worst to 100 being the best. Alright, and there are four key areas of the human capital development which is taken in concerns when the rank is given to different 130 countries. Those are capacity, which is determined by the past investment in formal education, deployment of accumulation of skills through work, development, which is the continued upskilling and reskilling of existing works, and know-how of how specialized skills are used at work, right? So this is all about the global human capital index, and few more of the information was given in the article. Let's see about that, guys. Our rank, that is 103, is lowest among the the BRICS economies, and also in an indicator, that is employment gender gap indicator, guys. So in that also our rank is the lowest in the world, which is really a matter of concern. And not only this, among the South Asian countries also few data are available, like our rank is lower than the countries like Sri Lanka and Nepal, although the rank is higher than Bangladesh and Pakistan. But still, these are the matter of concern which we should focus and work on our human development, so that in future our rank could get better and better, right? And the last point which was given was like the list was topped by the Scandinavian countries, that is Norway has got the first rank, followed by Finland, and then third rank is secured by Switzerland. So this was about this news. Next is about mouse deer, guys. Basically this has been released in Amrabad Tiger Reserve for the very first time, and it has been released by the Telangana State Forest Department. See, earlier also these mouse deer were the species who were they were found wandering around this Amrabad Tiger Reserve. So that's why there is reintroduction of this species to that reserve, basically, and it is basically aimed at improving their biodiversities. So let's see a bit focus about this mouse deer. What are these? So they are also known as spotted chevrotan, and in Telugu they are known as Jarini Pandi. They are nocturnal species, that is they wake up during night and like morning, both the time. And since they are of small size, as you can see in this picture, so they are also known as smallest ungulates. And one of the main point regarding these mouse deers are, guys, they are the endangered species which are usually found in deciduous and evergreen forests. So these are the points in which the questions can also be made in prelims. So just remember these sort of factual things. Next is Gaon Ki Aur campaign. It is basically a campaign which is being promoted by Steel Authority of India, and through this campaign the Steel Authority of India will conduct a workshop in rural markets. Basically, see, the rural market has a huge potential to utilization of this our government PSU based steels, right? So but it is not getting utilized to that much extent because there are many factors either there is not much connectivity through which they can avail that steel products, or the dumping of the China steel products are proving much more cheaper. So what the thing is that rural people don't know about these all things, right? Rural people don't know about the quality, what quality is. So through this campaign they will they will promote they will have a direct engagement with the people of rural areas, and they'll tell that if you will use the steel which is produced by the Steel Authority of India Limited, which is a government PSUs also, then you will be getting a good durability, good life, good safety, and longevity of the construction, and product will also be guaranteed under this steel products of which is being promoted by SAIL. Alright, so this was about this campaign. And next is guys about Swachhata ranking 2017, which is organized by Ministry of Human Resource Development, and through this Swachhata ranking they will be ranking of higher educational institutions, that what is the level of Swachhata that is being maintained in these higher educational institutions. And it is also means this initiative is coming under the initiative of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, and the parameters which are taken up to they give this ranking to these higher educational institutions are written as follows. You can read about it, like kitchen hygienes, disposal techniques, water supply system, campus green cover, modernity of toilet and kitchen equipments, and blah blah blah. So you just can read through it. I mean, see, these are sort of things like we should remember it, right? It won't be fit to your mind. You can't remember it by your heart, trust me. But the thing is that if you see 2 to 3 times, then if at all some sort of question comes, then you can at least relate. Okay, yeah, I have seen this at least, and you can tick as such. So yeah, this was about it, and the ranking will be given to universities, technical institutions, college and governmental institutions. And the slogan which was given by this minister was save water and electricity, promote cleanliness and manage waste for the smart campus. So this was about it. Next is guys about Operation Insaniyat. This is becoming a very important news, guys. This Operation Insaniyat is being launched by Ministry of Defense, and under it the Ministry of our government will support some sort of a humanitarian assistance to Bangladesh, because in Bangladesh it is seen that there is a huge influx of refugees from the Myanmar's Rakhine region. I mean, Myanmar government is deporting these Rohingya people, because they are alleging that the Rohingyas are stateless people, they don't belong to Myanmar. But Rohingyas claim that no, we do belong from Myanmar, but the government of Myanmar tries to persecute us. And since the geographical location of Bangladesh is much more closer to it, so what they are doing is that like they are influxing directly to Bangladesh. And for this reason there is resource shortage, like food shortage, right, place shortage in Bangladesh. So that's why to show some sort of humanitarian effort, that this Operation Insaniyat by the Indian government is a sort of token of help to the Bangladeshi people and Bangladeshi government, so as to from our humanitarian assistance they can provide that to these Rohingyas people, right? And in this humanitarian assistance we are giving rice, pulses, sugar, salt, cooking oil, eat meals, then mosquito nets, etc., right? So this was about this news. Next is guys, NGT has refused to lift a ban on 10 years old diesel vehicle in Delhi NCR. See, basically like before 2 to 3 years, NGT has passed a law in which NGT has said that those diesel vehicles which are more than 10 years of age, they should be banned in Delhi, because the pollution level of Delhi is increasing day by day. But the center has said that no, they should not be banned, because center is keeping their own reasons for this. That is misconception. There is misconception that only diesel vehicle pollutes the environment. And the second proposition being put forward by the government is higher fuel efficiency is being shown by these diesel engines, which lead to 10 to 15% lower carbon dioxide emission compared to petrol vehicles. But the NGT is telling that no, the emission of diesel vehicle is carcinogenic in nature. That is, if the emissions, if you inhale those emissions, then you might have the cancer disease within you. And one diesel vehicle causes pollution which is equivalent to 24 petrol vehicles and other 40 CNG vehicles, or otherwise 40 CNG vehicles. So this is a proposition which is being put forth by NGT, and these propositions has been set by center, and center don't want the NGT to ban these diesel vehicle, but NGT has refused this order of this request of central government, and has said that no, 10 years old diesel vehicle will be banned in Delhi NCR. Alright, see guys, this news why I have incorporated, because there are many some sort of question comes regarding these kind of environment and vehicle issues, and they will just tell you to critically analyze it, right? So you have these kind of points with you, that how it causes pollution, but how it doesn't causes pollution, you don't have much point with you, right? So that's why I have thought to include this, so that these point you can at least directly write in your mains folder points, right? Now Next news is, guys, about don't link up rivers, instead revive them. See, Rajendra Singh, which is who is a Magsaysay award winner from India, and he's also known as Waterman of India, he has said that instead of interlinking the rivers, which has a huge implications in environment and marine environment, what you can do is you can revive the rivers, right? So that will be much better. So he has kept forth few propositions from his side, so let's deal with it. Instead, spend the amount on cleaning and reviving the rivers on alternatives such as community-based decentralized water management. Means he's advocating for this community-based decentralized water management, which is a very good idea, right? Next point is telling that interlinking destroys the water bodies because it would harm the people living on the banks. Of course, they will be rehabilitated or something like that from that area. And each river has its unique flora and fauna, which you can't replicate to other places, right? So it's, I mean, interlinking rivers will be of, it is a bad alternative, and we should go for a different thing, that is we should go for reviving the river. And also you have said that the culture and social richness of the people linked up with the rivers would also be affected. And also he has raised the concerns that along with the interlinking of rivers, other phenomena like other activities like sand mining and over exploitation of the waters from the rivers are also leading to the destruction of the ecosystem of the river. So government must take cognizance of this and take actions against it, right? So this was about it. Next is Japan calls for free and open Indo-Pacific strategy. Guys, this is a strategy of Japan through which Japan tries to connect the regions of Indian Ocean and Western Pacific region, right? For its own benefit, not only for its own benefit, but for the prosperity of this whole region, right? So that's why, I mean, since the Prime Minister of Japan is in visit of India, so he has advocated for it, and few things were written in article. So let's deal with it. It will connect part of Eastern Africa, South Asia, Southeast Asia and Western Pacific Ocean region and Japan. And Japan through this will expand its infrastructure development, trade and investment, and enhance business environment and human development from East Asia as a starting point to the Middle East and Africa. And also the free and open Indo-Pacific strategy rests on two oceans, that is India and Pacific. I have already shown you in the picture, and two continents are included in it, that is big continents are Africa and Asia. And in Africa, it will majorly focus on Eastern African countries, right? Next the point was being written in an article was like, it is an indirect challenge to China's aggressive plan in South China Sea that is posing a threat to the energy lane that sustains the Japanese economy, because Japanese every energy that is a South China Sea is said to be the energy route, and since China is showing its influence over that region, so there is need for Japan and the like-minded countries like India, Australia, New Zealand and all to come forward and contain this China's aggressiveness. And it will also said that this free and open Indo-Pacific strategy will bring stability and prosperity in the whole Asia and Africa region. All right, so this was already I've shown you. Okay, next guys, few MOUs also has been signed with Japan in science and technology sector. These MOUs are not, I mean, I will not discuss it because these, I mean, you can't remember it, right? So you just have to remember that we have signed MOU with Japan in the sector of science and technology, right? Okay, next is Japan can never tolerate North Korea's provocative act. See guys, North Korea is day by day it's getting provocative, and it is it is giving warning to US that will destroy your Guam island. It is also warned Japan that will we will sink your island. I mean all those islands, that is Hokkaido, Honshu, Kyushu, Shikoku, right? So we'll sink all the islands into the Pacific Ocean. So this is being the provocative warning which is being given by the leader of North Korea. But Japan have said that we are not that poor, right? We will never tolerate these provocative acts and will take action if at all needed. So just be in your limits. So that's what I mean the Japanese government has said. So few points were written, guys. We have already discussed many a times in these points in newspaper, so we'll not deal with it again. But yeah, This was about news, and as the news continues, we'll keep incorporating the new points which are occurring regarding the relations of this, North Korea, right? Regarding North Korea. So yeah, this was about it, guys. We'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening to me, guys. Thank you very much.